Dusk settled. Daniel, a cartographer by trade, found himself lost. He cursed his unreliable compass, its needles spinning uselessly. The map was useless here, no sign of civilization, only dense, forbidding woods. Then through the trees, a silhouette emerged. A manor, imposing, foreboding. Daniel, desperate for shelter, approached. He reached a rusted iron gate, its teeth bared like those of a snarling beast. The name Hollow Manor was barely discernible, consumed by rust and overgrown vines. A shiver snaked down Daniel's spine, a premonition of the unsettling events that awaited him within. He pushed the gate open, its hinges groaning in protest, the sound echoing into the stillness of the evening. The manor loomed, a monolith of shadows against the dying light. The oak door yielded with a groan. Dust hung thick in the air, dancing in the slivers of moonlight piercing through cracks in the boarded-up windows. The air was heavy, stagnant, thick with the perfume of decay. Cobwebs, spun thick and grey, draped everything like macabre decorations. Daniel stepped cautiously onto the once grand staircase, each step creaking a mournful dirge. Portraits of stern-faced figures lined the walls, their eyes seemingly following his every move. He ran a hand along a dusty table, its surface cold beneath his touch. The house felt like a tomb, not a home. A sudden gust of wind slammed a window shut somewhere in the depths of the house. Daniel whirled around, his heart pounding. Silence descended once more, heavy and expectant. He continued deeper into the mansion, drawn by an unseen force. Each room offered a glimpse into a life long gone. A nursery with a rocking horse frozen mid-rock. A library with books splayed open as if someone had just been reading them. He thought he heard whispers, fleeting and indistinct, like silk brushing against stone. They seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves, weaving tales of forgotten tragedies. In the grand ballroom, a single chandelier clung precariously to the ceiling, its crystals dull and lifeless. Daniel could almost hear the ghostly strains of music, the swish of silk gowns, the murmur of conversations, long gone silent. He closed his eyes, overwhelmed by the oppressive atmosphere. When he opened them, he saw it. A fleeting shadow darting behind a tattered tapestry. He rushed towards it, heart hammering, but there was nothing there. Had he imagined it, or was he not alone? Section 4, The Attic's Revelation. He found a narrow, dust-choked staircase leading to the attic. The air grew colder as he ascended, the whispers louder, more insistent. The attic was a cavernous space crammed with forgotten relics. He spotted a tarnished silver mirror, its surface reflecting only a distorted, hazy image. As he peered closer, he swore he saw a figure standing behind him. He spun around, but there was nothing there. A dusty trunk lay open, revealing a collection of old journals and a collection of yellowed photographs. He picked up a journal, its pages brittle with age. The elegant script spoke of a family torn apart by tragedy. Their once happy home, now a prison of their own making. The last entry, scrawled in a frantic hand, spoke of a malevolent presence, a darkness that consumed all who dared to stay. Section 5, Mirror, Mirror, Daniel's blood ran cold. He dropped the journal, the sound echoing in the oppressive silence. He backed away, stumbling over a stack of old paintings. As he fell, his hand knocked against the silver mirror, knocking it off its perch. It shattered on the ground, its shards reflecting a myriad of images. But one image stood out, clear and horrifying. It was him, but not him. The reflection was a ghastly imitation, its eyes hollow and black, its mouth twisted into a grotesque grin. The figure reached out from the broken mirror, its touch icy cold. Daniel screamed, scrambling back in terror as the ghostly figure advanced. He was trapped. Section 6. Trapped. He didn't know how long he stayed there, huddled in the corner of the attic, the shards of the mirror glinting menacingly in the dim light. But the figure was gone. He cautiously got to his feet, his body trembling. He had to escape. He had to get out of Hollow Manor. He ran, his lungs burning, his every instinct screaming at him to get as far away from that place as possible. He burst out of the manor and into the night, not daring to look back. He ran until the trees thinned and he stumbled onto the road, the first hint of dawn painting the sky with a fragile light. He never looked back. But the memory of Hollow Manor, the ghostly whispers, the horrifying reflection in the shattered mirror, never truly left him. He carried the terror within him, a chilling reminder that some doors are better left unopened, some secrets better left buried. He was never sure if the haunting was real or a figment of his imagination, but one thing was certain: he would never forget the horrors of Hollow Manor.